Hey guys, so today I'm going to be decluttering my makeup with my daughter. These drawers are atrocious. They are crazy right now. Broken things everywhere. It needs to happen, so I figured why not do this with you guys. I'm going to be throwing away some makeup that I definitely shouldn't even put on my face anymore. Really old stuff, but it's kind of like a memory lane type of thing, just because I remember when I got it and like why and you know, all that stuff. I'm like a sucker for memories and like even scents and all of those things. If something triggers like a memory, I'm for it. So we're gonna clean this up. Usually, of course, not on my watch. She gets in here. Let's get into this first drawer. Just a quick tip, a way to know when to throw out your makeup is most of the times you'll see this little figure over here. It's like an open cap. It says the amount of months that you have from the time that you open it. So this says 24M, 24 months. I wanted to film today no matter what, and my mom called and said that she would come pick up Penelope. So in part 2, I want to show you guys how I organize them. So I'm going to purchase all of the things that I need to, and then I think I'm going to marbleize this as well. And of course, being that I'm a mom, I clean with baby wipes, so I'm gonna wipe all of these down. Concealer that isn't my shade. I got the ColourPop one. I've never really tried my shade, so I can't tell you if I like it or not. But I bought medium 24 when I'm not medium 24, so we'll get back to that. Time for this to go. It's the Stay All Day Concealer in Honey. It's the pot one. I use the majority of this trying to conceal my brows. Maximum Coverage Concealer from e.l.f. Do not like this. Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation. So this is not their hugely hyped up one, but it's really good. If you can find your shade, definitely pick it up. I would buy this again, by the way, but I know I've had that for super long and it's almost empty anyways. It's very hydrating. I got some primers here. This is the Wet n Wild Dewy Primer. I love it. This is the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. And now, although this was alright, it's nothing that I like noticed a huge difference in, and it was expensive. I don't want it to go to waste, so I'm going to give this away. I do love this, and I don't know where the cap is. This is the Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer from Dr. Brent. Super good. I need to throw this away. I got this in like one of my first Ipsy bags ever. This is the Mirabella Prime for face and eyes. DH Cosmetics Color Correct thingy bababber needs to go. I've had this I can say, see, this is the stories. It's like a little story. This I bought in my first purchase of BH Cosmetics products, and when I did, that order was with the main intention of starting my beauty channel because I didn't have any makeup. I didn't have much at all. So I was getting into it and I was discovering the YouTube community, beauty community, and I loved it. So I remember it was after Thanksgiving. I went on BH Cosmetics and they were having a huge sale. It was like Green Monday or something, and this was one of the things that I got from that time. And just to make this an actual like mini story time, right after that I ended up walking like 3-4 miles to my nearest bank because I didn't have any, like I had cash on me but I didn't have anything in my bank account. So I walked all the way there, I deposited it, I went back home and I bought it. I'm gonna have to let this one go because I've had it for a while now. It did get its use, but I know that I won't be able to wear this till next summer again. And it actually splits. I don't know what they use, but I'm gonna have to let it go. I'm gonna have to buy a new one for my foundation shade, but that's definitely not me right now. Oh my gosh, Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. This slides off everywhere, but I've also had it for 3 years now, so it has to go as well. This is Charte's Hybrid Gel Foundation and I used up a lot of it. Look at that. This is honestly such an amazing foundation. I was the shade light medium sand. Right now I don't really know what I am, but this is an amazing foundation, especially if you live in the colder areas where it's more dry. So good. Full coverage, and it just feels amazing on you. It stays put, and I love this. I have to let this one go because one, I'm almost finished with it, and I've also had this for a long time. Plus, you'll use your fingers, so of course this isn't something that you want to keep for a while, especially because you're dipping your finger into this. Or they do have a specific brush made for this foundation. It has like a little scoopy paddle thing and then a buffer brush, but that's definitely something I'm looking forward to get because I love this so much. Wet n Wild BB Cream 8-in-1. La la la. So good for the summer. I'm going to toss this one away because I've had it for far too long than I can say. But it's definitely one of my go-tos in the summertime. So if you can find your shade, definitely pick this one up. Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. So good, except this isn't my shade. So CoverGirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. Super good. I've used a little good amount of it. This I'm going to have to toss away, even though it's a little bit pricey, but this is definitely not my shade, and I've had this for far too long. It does have the little cap thing I was talking about before. It's 24 months, and I've definitely had this for more than 24 months. And I don't know when I was this tan, but at one point I was. Spotlight Illuminating Primer from Physicians Formula. You know I love this stuff so much. Staying. More matte and poreless foundations. I love them. Wet n Wild Highlighting Concealer. Love it. This is going to have to go because I've had this for far too long, and I honestly don't really like this. I don't really think it does anything at all. But this is the CoverAll Primer, so this is going to go. Revlon Photo Ready Color Correcting Pen. Love it. Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage It Cosmetics. I'm going to toss this one away just because even though it is a little size, I don't use it. I don't really like that concealer. It's very thick and super intense. e.l.f. Color Correcting Primer. I got this one actually by accident. They messed up my order, so there was a few things that were wrong, but I was like, whatever. I ended up loving it. This is the one in apricot, I believe, and if you have redness, this is very helpful. I honestly don't know why I'm still holding on to this. I've mentioned this a couple of times, and I always refer back to this foundation when I don't like something because this is like the worst. Blur and Illuminate Primer from Maybelline. Love it. This has got to go. This is the older concealer from Wet n Wild. I don't even think they sell this anymore, so it's got to go. I know this has got to go, but again, this is one of those products that I've had since the beginning of my channel. I received it from an Ipsy bag. This is 2-3 years ago, so you've definitely seen videos of these. They're still up. Blur and Redness Control Primer from Maybelline. You guys know I've had this from the beginning of my channel. Not this specific one. I think I've gone through 3 or 4 of them. I love them, but this one has to go because, I mean, look at it. Come on. This has got to go. This is the Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable concealer. First of all, this is just not working out for me, and the actual formula of it is very gritty. It's like, I can't. My mom is a huge Estee Lauder fan, lover, supporter, and one day she was like, go to the store, tell them which one you want at the mall, and yeah. So I know this has to go though, but it is very good. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer, definitely staying. True Match and W5. This has to go. I barely have anything left, and I've had this for far too long. Clearly I have a problem with putting caps back on, so that has to go. This is basically done. I use this a lot for blemishes and like concealer for the lower area over here, because this is the light shade and it's honestly not that light. So my daughter actually put some of this stuff in here. We're gonna close that up. Quick story before I throw this away. I've had this was my first makeup item ever. And recently, thinking about this declutter, because I've needed to do this for a while now, I told myself, I think it's time to throw it away, and then I backed out. I was like, no, just leave it. This was the first one. Tell me why. A couple of days later, my daughter smashes these pigments all over the floor. And I was just like, okay. So maybe this is a sign saying, you know, stop trying to hold on to these things. Just not like, I'm having a huge let it go type of phase right now. These past couple of months, it's felt great. It's been like thrilling, but my life has been going in the right direction. So it's something's got to be doing. Anyways, that was my little story with this, and now we're going to throw it away. It's going. I'm gonna clean these afterwards. They're super filthy. But this one I think is the worst of them all. So this drawer was definitely the worst. Oh my gosh. There's highlighter, bronzer, more green and blue pigment everywhere. So it's been a while. I had to take everything out and literally wipe every single product because it was filled with this shade Lyra from the Aurora palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, it got everywhere because I never got the chance to fix it. It came broken in the mail, so I just left it like that. But it was literally everywhere, so I had to wipe everything down. I didn't want this to take a million years. It did take a while. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to toss away. And like I said, I do have like an organizational video coming soon. I'm not going to leave things like this. I had it like this for a while, and I'm just ready to get organized here. So the first thing I'm going to toss is this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. Yeah, this does nothing for me. This is Be a Bombshell Sweet Cheeks Blush. I just don't use this ever. So that's going away. I've had this bronzer since The Land Before Time. Oh my gosh, this was and has always been a classic, but I think that they actually discontinued the brand. I don't even see them anymore. This one is an Everlasting Glow, and I do believe I have the rainbow one, so these I'm gonna give away to friends. This is a Blush Gems highlighter from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I love it. It's just I need to get a new one. And that same NYC brand did love this a lot. And I just don't wear this. This is Milani's Baked Bronzer. These chunks are pretty chunks. The glitters are pretty chunky in here, and it's just not my cup of tea. It's in the shade Soleil. This was one of the first products that I ever that started building up my collection. This was it. So this is a cheek and lip tint from Wet n Wild in the shade Kiss Me If You Can. I don't wear pink. Another CoverGirl bronzer. This one is honestly like they're just not pigmented. I don't know. I just can't get anything out of it. So going away. An Elizabeth Mott blush that is broken. I just cleaned there. This is a concealer that I've had for a long time. You guys, if you were an early follower of my channel, you've seen this before. It's the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. I did a whole review on this, but it's time to go. This is a highlighter and contour duo, except my daughter smushed like a holographic lipstick on there, so we're gonna toss that out. I'm gonna give this away just because I know I won't use it. This is the Pacifica Island Life Natural Mineral Eyeshadows, and I'm just gonna give that away. This is a trio from Rimmel London. It's their highlight, contour, and blush. And if there wasn't blush everywhere, I would keep it. But I'm pretty sure this is the second one I've bought of this too. So this has to go. I also did find a bunch of stuff that all of my powders, pressed powders, I found some of them, so they went in here. But again, I will talk about the products in my next video. I honestly don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Like, I really don't know. I have to do this. If I don't do this right now, it's not gonna happen. So, let's see. I'm gonna give this away. This is a contour that I don't use. Didn't even know I had. Off the bat, I know I don't use these. These are from NYC. They're lip lacquers. These came out years ago. I don't use them, so. ColourPop. Oh my gosh, this one is like my favorite. It's Party Wave. From their Ultra Blotted Lip. Literally, Ultra Blotted Lip is life. They're so good. I have it on my lips right now. On my, like, I forgot this body part. We got a NARS Creamy Concealer that needs to go away. I've had this for far too long, and I honestly think it's empty anyway, so gotta go. This is the Urban Decay Pocket Rocket, and it's like a holographic. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyways, it's this dude that you can see naked, like in different. Not fully naked, but without clothes on. This was also part of my first few orders that I made of makeup. I think it was BH Cosmetics, and then I went to Urban Decay, and I went into their sale section, and this was on there. I think they were probably being discontinued, but yeah, but it's time to part ways. This hurts my soul. So this is that iridescent lip that ended up on that contour stick. Clearly has to go. And Wild lipsticks, they're like $1 or $2, I think. This one is in the shade Dollhouse Pink. I did an entire lip swatch video with these. It's like 30 lipsticks or something. At the time, I remember not wanting to be in the mood of it, but like persisting, like just telling myself to do it anyways. And it's one of like my top viewed videos, and I'm just like, what? Anyways, check it out if you haven't. I did all the colors, but I don't wear pink, so liquid lipstick from Wet n Wild. Again, I did an entire review and lip swatch video with these as well, so go check it out if you haven't. I don't wear this. This needs to go. It's like a very electric pink that's like very blue based, ultraviolet, out this world. This pink sugar, I would not wear this, and it's all smushed up anyway, so we're gonna toss that. CoverGirl Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Balm in Watermelon, I believe, or did I make that up? I like that. This is CoverGirl's Outlast Lip Stain. I love lip stains. They were the first type of lip product that I really liked and felt comfortable wearing. I started off with the NYC lip stain, which was my favorite. I wore that for years, and then I got one of these, but it wasn't the same, and it's kind of like dries out my lips. So we're gonna toss that out, and it's really old too. Victoria's Secret liquid lipsticks, they don't get hyped up enough, but I love them. I did a whole review and lip swatch on the ones that I do have. These are Leaving 2. This is the Stila liquid lipstick, and can't find the name, but this, again, not something I really wear. I believe it's very unique, but definitely not something that I'd wear. NYX Butter Lip Balm, but it's really pink. These are lip glosses. My mom actually got me this like collection. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. But I don't wear them, and I don't want them just sitting in here. I don't really do glossy lips all that much, so I'm going to give them away. And yeah, I got these at the mall, like I have to say when I was 17 maybe. I felt pressured to buy them. All of my Wet n Wild trios. Girl, I like the color story, but they're not that pigmented. This I've had since high school. It's black with like glitter, like silver glitter, and it's time to go. Time to go. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't look that clean, so. Very much of more of a palette person than I am like individual shadows. So some that I have are from ColourPop. The loose glitters. I don't think I've used this one yet. For a video, I have not. This is one of my favorites. Few individual ones. This definitely has to go, even though I want to keep it. Like, I looked at it and I put it back, but it has to go. I've had this since maybe 18 years old. Needs to go. I haven't used this in a tutorial yet. It's the Metallic Shadows from Tarte. And yeah, I have no type of organization here. I just put the smaller palettes and the singles. I have all of the Wet n Wild ones, at least the majority of them. These are the old school ones. I wanted to collect them all, so I have them. But I definitely love palettes more, so I have some of them here, again with highlighter all over them. Damn. Yeah, it's time for a new one. BH Cosmetics Baked Shadows for the win. They always come through. I love them. I do have to get the other big shadow palettes that they came out with. I haven't been on a roll with it. Another little bin from Penelope. Put that up there. This has to go. Has to go. Has to go. Here. M Cosmetics, again, one of the first few orders I've ever made. This is the Pillow Plush from her old school M Cosmetics line. Super cool. Not sanitary. Never used and looked a little scary, so we're gonna get that. I found my eyelashes. Hello, hello, hello. Come back to me. Thank you. This has to go. This I got a long time ago, and there's barely anything left. It's their More Than a Primer Blemish Control primer from Smashbox. Super good. And the Acne Fighting Foundation from e.l.f. Highly recommend this to anyone. I've just had this for too long, so this is my palettes. True Naked palette from CoverGirl. So good. This was the holiday palette from last year from ColourPop. Limited edition Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. Super good. I think this is it. These are the only two Morphe palettes that I own, and it's sad. But the original 350 palette, 350M, just kidding. More BH goodness. Some Too Faced love. Blushed Neutrals palette. One of my favorites. It's just really pretty. Carly Bible palette. I mean, come on. This was one of the first palettes I ever had. The 120 color palette. First edition from BH Cosmetics. So was this one. I think I got these in the same order. I love my palette, so we're just going to keep that there. And this is just miscellaneous things. I have a bunch of my perfumes and extra lotions and stuff. I had some stuff that I recently purchased that I haven't talked about yet, so I figured I might as well just bring them up here and put them away. These are the Naked palettes, the original ones. I heard that they were discontinuing them and they were on sale everywhere, so I got one for me because I've never had a Naked palette, so I figured why not take advantage of the opportunity since they're half off. And I got one to give away, so whenever I do make a video with this, you will be having a giveaway. And then I got the Viral Juno sponge. Took forever to get here, but I got it. If you want to see a video with me testing this out for the first time, let me know. It's the Velvet Sponge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you found this somewhat helpful. I'm sorry if it took forever, but this had to happen first before anything. I am going to be moving soon, so I'm trying to minimize and declutter, get rid of anything I don't use, and just, you know, let go of things. And I feel like I've been doing a really good job at it, if I do say so myself. So I will be talking to you guys shortly. I hope you all have an amazing week. Please thumbs this up if you like the video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I would love for you to join the family. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.